Well, welcome to this segment of Artists and Authors. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Dawn Whitty, and I had a chance to talk to her before we came on camera, and this is going to be I think it's going to be a really great segment. Dawn, welcome to the show. You were telling me before we went on camera that you are an author, and I was asking you about it, but you were telling me that you took your book, your first book, I guess it was, to Africa. Now I got to know I want to know that story. How did you, once you formulated the idea to write this book, how did it get from that idea in your mind to you taking it to Africa?
Well, we actually wrote a special book, a little book, and I don't have it with me right here, but they're little tiny books, and they have the 7 words, and they were written, it was written with 7 other people specifically for the children, to give them hope and to teach them about the importance of being kind and how special love is. And so I have a foundation called the Desire to Inspire Foundation, and that was my gift to the children.
That's awesome. I'm impressed. That's wonderful. So, okay, tell me a little bit about your foundation. How'd this come up? I want the backstory. How we got to Africa to helping these young folks.
Well, when I was a stay-at-home mom, I raised my daughters, and when they were both in college, I started asking myself, well, what are my hopes and dreams? What do I want to do with the rest of my life? And I decided to start this foundation because, every time you would turn on the news, you would see, murders and robbery and fires and devastation. And I just thought, I know so many people that are doing so many beautiful, kind things for others in the world. And I wanted to share those stories. And shortly after I started, I went to Africa for the first time. And I met these children and I fell in love with the people there. And I saw, how much we had versus the lack that they actually are dealing with every single day, not having clean water and not having food, not knowing where your food is coming from. And I just thought, I can really help them. And they inspire me because I see the challenges and the struggles that they go through, yet they still help others. I mean, Mama Josephine is a woman that I know in Uganda, and she takes care of 65 children.
Oh my.
She doesn't know how to feed, and she doesn't know where the next meal is coming from, yet she has taken in all these children, even though she herself has suffered a tremendous loss. Her husband and her 2 sons were killed in a military coup, back in 1987. So instead of just being destroyed by that, she turned and started helping others. And that uplifts me and that inspires me. And, if somebody has gone through that type of tragedy and can still turn it into a positive, I can certainly rise above any challenge that I'm faced with.
So, Don, what you're telling me, this is a story of an amazing person who discovered another amazing person and are doing amazing things in the world, and that's incredible. So, okay, you wrote that little book specifically, but you were telling me that you got into the book writing business, so to speak, by collecting quotations and stuff that you wanted to make sure that your daughters had as something from you for that time when you wouldn't be around to share your thoughts and stuff with them. And that, again, has morphed into other things. How many books have you written now?
We're at 4 now, and we're working on the 5th as we speak.
And tell me a little bit about them.
They're all about 7 words, about, the importance of being love, loving to yourself, but love to others, being in service to others, about being kind. Kindness is really a currency more valuable than money. About being genuine, about being, a real authentic person in the world, about being strong because we're all going to face challenges and struggles, but, getting up every single time and just continuing, being inspired. We all need some inspiration in our lives. And what else? I usually forget like one of them. And being happy.
Yeah.
The importance of being happy, because happiness is contagious. And, when you walk into a room and you see somebody who's light and making people laugh and making them feel special, we love those kind of people, and that brings us joy. So those were the words that I want to share with my daughters, and these are the words I want to share with the children. So all of the books are collaborative,
Hmm.
and they're all about helping people like look at the world in a different perspective, really understanding how, oh, grateful is another word. I did forget grateful.
Hmm.
Being grateful for all the things that we do have in our life. And right now, in what we're seeing that's happening to all of us in the whole world, not just here or there, it is everywhere, how much we take for granted in our lives. And we're feeling it.
Yeah, I'm listening to you and as you're sharing these words and your thoughts and stuff, and I'm thinking about okay, your introduction to Africa and was it Mama Joe? Was that her name?
Ma- Mama Josephine, yes.
Mama Josephine, taking care of these kids, and I'm thinking about people that they're struggling being contained within their own home environment, trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do, and how do I get through the day, and you can only take so much of the craziness on the TV and stuff like that, and yet there are people that get up every day, those 7 words, when they make that the core of their daily choice, and every day is a choice. How we get through the day, how we meet the day, happiness is not. People want to be happy, but happiness is a choice. We think that somehow the world is supposed to make us happy. That's not true. The world doesn't make us grateful. The world doesn't make us keep our personal consciousness as we meet each day. And that you're sharing that, as a parent, sharing that with your children is incredible, but taking it the next step further. Oh,
Uh-oh.
there you go. Well, hey, sharing's.
Oh, there's somebody walking their dog across the street, and my
That's
dog is
okay.
not any part of that.
Sharing the love. Okay, there you go, Don. No, but that what a gift that you brought to the world. You know.
Well, thank you. I think one of the lessons that I've learned is we can't choose the things that happen in our lives at us.
Right.
Certainly nobody chose this,
Yeah.
you know, but we can choose who we are and how we respond to it. And that's all we have is our own ability, our own choice. We can't make anybody do anything, but we can choose how we respond to it. And I think that that's a very valuable piece of information to understand. And I was in Sierra Leone. We did this huge cleanup of the wharf, and there was this one lady who didn't get any of the biscuits, and she didn't get any of the little bit of money that we were handing out to the people because we ran out.
Mm-hmm.
And she was yelling at me, and she's yelling at all of us in my group. And in my head, I'm just thinking, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I'm dirty. I just gave out all of my money, and you're yelling at me because I came to clean up where you live. And I thought, I could choose to say, hey, lady, are you kidding? But instead, I said, I'm so sorry. We ran out, and that's all we had. And then I walked away from the situation because I wasn't going to let her abuse me anymore verbally.
Yeah.
But I was like, but I had the choice on how I responded to that. And I'm like, I'm here for love and kindness. I need to act accordingly.
And what a great lesson that is, because we have that tendency to react rather than to respond, and reaction, it's that reflex that we don't give much thought to. Oftentimes, it comes out of that part of our consciousness that it lives in a place of never enoughness, and we all have that to some extent. But most of us transcend that in our day-to-day life experience, and some, even entirety. But we get caught off guard, and all of a sudden, it's there. When that event is over and done with, we go, "Where'd that come from? That's not me. I don't do that." When you can get at a space like a place where you go, "Wait a second, I have a choice," and you made that choice, and I know in some way that choice blessed that woman, even if you weren't able to give her food and stuff, if nothing more than a lesson learned, in sharing love, humanity. We're one family. We delineate ourselves by all sorts of stuff, but in truth, we're one family.
Absolutely.
And you can bring that to the world. That's incredible, Don, and it's an honor to be able to share this time with you, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Now, is there a web page, a Facebook page, or someplace where people can go to follow your work, or maybe contribute to, or just reach out and touch you? Is there someplace where that can be done?
Yes, my website is desirettoinspirefoundation.org. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, and you can, like us, follow us. I really try to, again, share inspiring stories because I want to uplift people. Because again, there is negative things that are happening in the world, again, right now, more than in my lifetime I've ever seen. And I just feel like we need that hope, and we need to stay positive, because we can go down that rabbit hole and be upset and worried, but that's not going to change it.
No, it's not.
All we can do is change how we react to it, respond to it. Thank you for that clarification, because I really like that.
Yeah, and you're doing a yeoman's, it's an old Navy term, but you're doing a yeoman's job, and thank you. And thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
You take care, Dawn.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Be well.
I'll see you when we come back.
If your home floods, who will you call? When your house springs a leak, it's time to call Clean Master Emergency Flood Service at 559-213-9430. Clean Master will be there in 60 minutes to start fixing your home. And Clean Master bills your insurance directly, saving you the hassle because you've got enough to worry about. Clean Master also offers carpet and upholstery cleaning, carpet repair, pet odor removal, and more. Remember, Clean Master Emergency Flood Service. 559-213-9430 and visit cleanmasterflood.com. Pour yourself a glass of Crybaby wine available at the market and Sam's Italian Deli. And remember to ask for Crybaby wine at your favorite restaurant.
Forget about the higher good of food, right? You're growing a product that people enjoy really all over the world. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I think about that all the time. I think about the families sitting around a table, enjoying a meal. I just see that what we do brings families together.
I mean, we're blessed. We're in paradise for food.
The Kern family of the Kern Family Farm invites you to eat delicious, nutritious, organic produce available at the Gnarly Carrot, located at 32954 Road 222 in North Fork, California. The Gnarly Carrot is a local, natural, seasonally changing market, offering a wide range of products from local Central Valley vendors. Get your caffeine fix, grab a smoothie, and support small businesses. Learn more at KernFamilyFarm.com and visit the Gnarly Carrot today. Doctor in Sukasa allows you to connect with your doctor when you need a quick treatment. Avoid a trip to a medical clinic or emergency room and connect by video with your doctor from your home, work, or anywhere. Just go to drnsukasa.com on your phone, tablet, or computer. Dr. in Sukasa provides quality care that is convenient, bilingual, and affordable, so you are never left without access to health care. Visit drnsukasa.com today.
CentralValleyTalk.com